In today's video, I'm going to be advising you on all the information that you need to know about laser hair removal for the lip. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, you should probably consider subscribing, as we would put out videos every single day giving you advice on the aesthetic industry, what to watch out for, all the pros and cons, and how to save time and money before undergoing any treatments or services. So if you're looking to have laser hair removal done on your lip, then stay tuned in this video, as I'm going to be talking to you firstly about how hair occurs on the area in the first place, how effective laser hair removal treatment is, how many number of treatments you need, and is it painful? So now I have a question for you guys. Have you ever experienced laser hair removal on your lip area, and how effective did you find your treatments? Leave your answers in the comments below. So laser hair removal for the lip is a very popular area to have when it comes to doing laser hair removal in the aesthetic industry, and for the simple reason that we all have facial hair, we're born with it, but the hair that we're born with is that white, downy, not very noticeable hair. For most part of our life, we're not seeing this hair until a change happens, and that change being a change in your hormones. So when we have a change in our hormones, this causes that white downy hair to soon become more pigmented, more bristly, and more coarse, and it becomes noticeable, and people then become very conscious of the area. So is it painful to have laser hair removal on your lip? Generally, it is a sensitive area to have done. It's one of the most sensitive areas in some cases, between that area, the bikini, the nipples, the back of the elbows, and the back of the knees, but lip being one of them will be a sensitive area because the skin in the area, there's not a lot of tissue, and it's just generally sensitive. So you will usually feel some sort of sensitivity during treatment, and it's not even so much got to do with the hair that's being treated on the day, because usually with laser you're going to feel the laser more when the hair is in an active stage of growth and we're permanently killing it during a treatment. But when it comes to treating the lip, you're generally going to feel that sensitivity through the treatment, but thankfully it's such a small area to treat that it's done and it's over and done with so quickly that you don't really notice it too much, but you will feel them little pinches on the skin, which is something that we look out for as well, to know that we're definitely targeting the hair and getting you the results on that treatment. Compared to other areas on the body having laser hair removal done, usually when you remove a lot of the hair after having a couple of treatments done, the discomfort with the treatment generally gets to get that bit more manageable and easy to have laser on them areas. But with the lip, that sensitivity usually lasts right until your very last treatments, just due to it being a sensitive area. When you compare the pain level to waxing would be much more painful because you're stripping all the hairs out at once and you're also stripping the skin. So you're not going to experience that same level of pain when it comes to doing laser hair removal for lip. How many treatments you need to have when undergoing laser hair removal for the lip area is very difficult to say, because there is a couple of factors that can contribute to the final number of treatments that you'll need to have on the area. One of them being, is it hormonally driven? If it's hormonally driven, you're generally going to need to have more treatments to get an overall maintenance on the area. And also your hair cycle is a big factor in how you're going to achieve the results on every treatment. So it's very important that you are having your treatments done for the lip area every 4 weeks, because that's when that's the cycle of the hairs on the facial areas. And it's really important that we're catching your hairs in the first stage of growth, which is the active stage of growth, also known as the anagen stage, which is pretty much the growing phase, where the hair is attached at the base of the hair shaft. So we know when we're doing the treatment at a 4-week interval, we're going to be killing as many hairs as we potentially can on each of your visits, meaning you're going to be saving money and saving time having to attend unnecessary treatments. Generally, we look for up to 90% reduction on the area. At that point, we'd leave a gap to see if we've cut all the hairs in the active stage of growth. If you do see more hairs coming up at 3 to 4 months after your initial course of treatments, we'd carry on and do more treatments. If not, then you've achieved your results, and it's really just down to hormones after that point. It's very hard to say how permanent it's going to be on the lip, because there's many different factors which will contribute to the overall outcome of your treatment. One of them being, is the hair on the area hormonal that you're treating in the first place? So PCOS would be a condition that a lot of people would end up having to turn to having laser done on the lip area, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, and that affects about 10 to 20% of women. So it's where you get excess of hair on the area due to hormones, and it's also known as hirsutism, and it's very common. So if it's the case that you've got PCOS, you're generally going to be looking at ongoing follow-on treatments in order to maintain the area and to maintain the result that you've achieved from your initial course. If you don't have underlying hormonal conditions like PCOS, the hair generally does occur, got to do with some sort of hormonal change in the area, causing the hair to become more pigmented, more bristly and more coarse on the area, and that's why you're turning to have laser hair removal done. In this case, generally you will achieve upwards of 90% reduction, and the follow-on or the maintenance on the area is going to be much less compared to if you suffer with PCOS, due to there not being that much of an imbalance in the hormones. But hormone changes like medication, stress, pregnancy, certain medications, certain diets can cause hair changes in the area. And in this case, if more hair occurs after your laser treatment's done, you would just come in, have another treatment done to get on top of that hair. But in most cases, you'll get a couple of years from your laser treatment. Worst case, you'll probably need 2 per year. One really important thing that you need to understand when having laser hair removal done for the lip or for any facial areas, whether you're coming to us or whether you're going to somebody else, is that you're protecting the area after your treatment. So some protection, an SPF of UVA and UVB is very important, because your skin is photosensitive after having laser hair removal done, and UVA is present every single day, and we need to protect from it, especially in the 2 weeks after your treatment, but as an ongoing daily routine throughout your whole course of treatments. You need to make sure that that protection is in place. For us, across our 3 clinics in Dublin, we wouldn't let anybody go ahead with doing laser hair removal unless they've got the right protection, whether they purchase it from us or whether they bring their SPFs that they already have at home. It's something that we would check and ensure that's in place before doing laser hair removal treatments. Same applies for waxing. If you're having waxing done on the area, there's so many beauticians out there and they're not giving the right advice. When you're waxing the area, you're stripping the skin, and the skin is open to damage from the environment. So in that case, it's even more important that you're wearing a protection after having any procedure done on the lip area. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. I hope you found it useful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'm going to leave a couple of links in the description below giving you more information on laser hair removal for facial areas and also in general. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll be back again tomorrow with another video at 6 p.m. And as always, feel beautiful, be happy, confidence is key.